when we receive chickens, we can receive them either with giblets or what we call wogs. W-O-G means without giblets. I don't know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the wings. What this does, when it makes it time to, if we were going to carve it like a turkey, makes it all nice and neat. Probably I should truss it so that it holds together. I'll do that to the chicken as well. One more time. I know you wanted me to repeat it anyways. Under the neck, around, under the wings, around the breast, and under the point of the breast. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing here. See, under the point. I could be on Price is Right. Except I'm not as cute as this. And then, okay, and then under the legs, over the top, bring it over, cross over your lines, and then go back underneath the legs and tie it, tighten it. And this time, I'm going to get nice, do a double now. And there are other ways to truss it. I find this is the quickest and easiest, and it won't separate. Okay, there's our chickie. And our Cornish game hen. I don't know if that's going to be cool. Once again, under the neck. Under the neck. Around the wings. Around the wings. Come on. Then I'd have it centered. Once again, around the breast and under the point. Under the legs. Cross them over. Back under. Now we've bumped up the game hen too. So now these are both ready. And then, just like for stocks, I'm going to cut it on the bias. And no, I'm not using the claw like I should, but I'm also not trying to get exact cuts. And notice I'm taking out the nasty old root. Do not want any of that, or core if you so desire. I'll watch the technique too. Trying to slice through that skin, kind of hard, so take the heel of your knife, start it, goes right through that skin, a little bit of pressure. She asked me yesterday and I told her she could use ours, since we generally don't have anybody over most of the farm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the Cornish game hen because it's much smaller and it fits in this nice pot much easier than that big old chicken. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brown it first in butter. And I'm going to use clarified butter as opposed to whole butter. Why? It has a higher smoke point and there are no solids in there. I don't want to get the little brown particles. If I were looking for a browned butter flavor and technique, yes, then I probably would do that. But I'm browning it in butter, not necessarily browned butter. Now, this is a form of Mire Poix. This is going to be an eatable form of Mire Poix. I'm just going to take some of my Mire Poix. And I'm going to put some of my Mire Poix underneath the chicken. Why?
So it catches the flavor.
So, partially so it doesn't stick. Flavor is one reason. I'm going to create a pan gravy out of it. So as the juices drop out, they are soaked into my into the Mire Poix here. And it also keeps the chicken from being on the bottom and from creating that whatever is in contact with the into the butter with you. I will season it about halfway through. Now, you're supposed to ask, well, why not, Chef?
Why not, Chef?
I'll tell you why. Because the salt will dry out the surface. And we're going to want to baste this as we go. First couple times I'm going to baste it with a little bit of stock. And then because of the fat that the bird is going to give off and the fat that I'm browning it in right now. Okay, here's another new tip. Sugar is a little bit more brown than salt or tan. Did you know that white sugar and brown sugar are exactly the same thing? Brown sugar is less refined. All they do is take molasses out of brown sugar and you have white sugar. Whereas this, a little bit of a seasoning.
And why do you season the big guy but not the little guy?
Because I'm roasting the little guy. I'm sauteing it. What would happen to all the seasonings if they were on there right now?
Cooked off.
And into the oven. I was just about to tell you. But it's good that you're right on it. I have my oven at 400 degrees. Now, a general rule of thumb when you're cooking items, large items, lower temperatures, longer cooking time. Small items, higher heat, shorter cooking time. Longer cooking time does not necessarily produce a more tender bird. The difference in tenderness is the age of the bird. And this guy's going to be tender regardless because he's kind of small. Good thing I locked his wings because they came all undone. Smaller, shorter cooking time, higher temperature. That goes with red meats as well as poultry. The chicken will go in there probably about an hour, hour and a half at 400. The Cornish game hen probably 45 minutes. You can see there's some cracklings that are occurring on the bottom of the pan.
You're on the board, Chef.
Okay, we're getting nice and brown. So now,
Does browning it like that help keep moisture in when you harden the skin?
oh, very good question. Does searing a product help seal moisture in? Well, that is a big controversy. According to the book, no. But, okay, if you coagulate the proteins on the surface of a product, it's going to seal in most of your juices. Not all, but most. So, by sealing in the juices, what do you think? It's going to make it more tender? Now we're going to throw in our Mire Poix.
Add more.
And more butter. No, the extra oil is from
Chickie. Baby chicken.
Did I start with? I started with about a quarter cup. Now I'm up to almost a half a cup of fat. Ooh, nice flavor.
Are you going to do chicken stock? You're mentioning basting.
Hmm?
You mentioned your base with chicken stock.